So into the arena is Yuri Osipov from Moscow. Brings to the ring a perfect professional record. 4 fights, 4 wins, 3 of them coming inside the distance. Made his debut in November of 2021. No stranger to competing on the IBA Champions Night stage, having fought in his city of Moscow in the December 2023 edition, where he prevailed on points over Nikita Ababi of the United States.
Приветствуйте, я приглашаю соперника. Добро пожаловать на арену из Казахстана, Farukh Tokhtassunov.
His opponent is Farukh Tokhtassunov. Just his second professional contest tonight. Made his debut in December a couple of years ago, but an extensive resume. The IBA 3-round format of boxing, which he's returned to with great success recently. More on that as we go through this contest.
Итак, я представляю вам участников этого поединка, и первым боксером, который выйдет на центр из черного угла. Ему 23 года. Его официальный вес зафиксирован на отметке 70,75 килограмма при росте 176 сантиметров. Он харизматичный мастер спорта международного класса из Смоленской области. Представляет цвета клуба «Торпеда». В профессионалах идет на серии из 4 побед. Трижды он нокаутировал своих соперников. План на сегодня – качественно и красиво финишировать своего визави. Давайте поприветствуем Юрий Осипов! А вот и его соперник. Он, напротив, выйдет на поединок из золотого угла. Ему 21 год. Его официальный вес зафиксирован на отметке 70,8 килограмма при росте 175 сантиметров. Он родом из Алматы. Сегодня родные стены и поддержка болельщиков ведут его к победе. Призер Спартакиады Республики, призер чемпионата Казахстана, имеет одну профессиональную победу, и сегодня он пришел за новой викторией. Поприветствуем Farukh Tokhtassunov!
So a quick look at the tail of the tape ahead of this contest between Yuri Osipov and Farukh Tokhtassunov. Final instructions being presided over by the referee.
No low blow, and listen to my command. Shake hands.
So this is 71kg action in the light middleweight division. Scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds between boxers from Russia and right here in Kazakhstan. A slightly more compact figure, because these boxers are almost identical in terms of height. But the man with the muscular upper body and the beard is Yuri Osipov, undefeated in 4 professional contests so far. Back in action on the IBA Champions Night stage. You see him looking for that right uppercut and left hook, but then a sharp shooting left-right down the middle from Farukh Tokhtassunov. Hard right hand driven into the body from Osipov, but then Tokhtassunov countering immediately. And this one starting off at a terrific clip in the opening minute. 2 very correct boxers who pack quite a punch. Can see from their physiques and their stances. Feet always rooted to the canvas as they edge their way around the boxing ring. Every shot thrown with bad intentions and looking to dent their opponent. Good right hand to the body driven in from Osipov, but countered immediately by a right hand upstairs produced by Tokhtassunov. Left right to the body from Tokhtassunov. As we approach the halfway stage, Tokhtassunov looking to move around his opponent, flicking jabs getting in between the gloves of Osipov. Osipov swarming his way forwards with marauding hooks. The right hand to the body was nudged beneath the left elbow of Osipov. There he looks for a corkscrew right hand as Tokhtassunov. Reaching for that right cross was Osipov. Tokhtassunov looking to counter with the shot over the top. Exchange of jabs. Osipov's was more effective to the head, to the one that was landed to the body by Tokhtassunov. Right uppercut turned underneath was an effective shot by the man from Almaty. And these two have set about one another right from the opening bell as they continue to hit and not heed the command of break. Beautiful stab jab to the body, pushing off that back foot. And those bulging calf muscles was Osipov, looking for a right hook to the body, which lands to good effect, and then kept the attack going to bring a left hook into play as well. Osipov looking to assert more front foot pressure, jabbing his way from near the neutral corner by spinning off the line clockwise was Tokhtassunov. So the referee content to let the two boxers work it out. Mr. Mansour Madinov of Tajikistan. Lead left hook not too far away from Osipov. First round in the book. What a round in the presence of Serhiy Sapiev. Two-time IBA champion, 2012 Olympic champion and Valbalka Trophy winner as well. Now looking resplendent and still got to be around the 69kg welterweight division where he enjoyed so much success. Now the vice president of the Kazakhstan National Olympic Committee. Had a wonderful chat with him earlier on here at the BALUAN SHOLAK Sports Palace in Almaty. Said he's very much looking forward to seeing his boxers compete on the Olympic stage later this summer as we take a look at some of the action which he must be enjoying. Because remember, this 71 kilograms, that in and around his weight class, and when you've got former boxers in attendance, always get the sense that they not live vicariously through the fighters in the ring, but are thinking how they would have dealt with the threat being posed by the athletes operating beneath the ring lights. So in the presence then of Serhiy Sapiev, round two gets underway. Round one was a hard-hitting affair. That's a good right-hand lead landed by Osipov. Looking to establish his long left jab is Tokhtassunov. Osipov leading off with that right hand and then looking to turn a left uppercut through the middle. Wonderful punch picking, then spinning off the line counterclockwise from Tokhtassunov. Clumping punches. Thudded home at mid-range from Osipov once again, but look at that counter right hand landed on the inside from Tokhtassunov, but Osipov disregarding it, didn't even blink, continuing to walk his man down, and now looking to work him over in the corner. Lands a right hook, countered by a left hand from Tokhtassunov, who scores smartly with a right hand upstairs, followed by a left hook to the body. And then the two men just exchanging grins of their gum shields, because this one is a hard-hitting affair in the 71kg light middleweight division. Almost everything at mid and short range. Even the jabs that are being landed by Tokhtassunov are invariably with a bent elbow. And again, each man... Oh, what a left hook landed by Osipov! But Tokhtassunov keeping his wits about him to still fire and land while his chin was swiveled and put up in the air by that heavy lead left from Osipov. Here's a left jab off the back foot from Tokhtassunov. And again, the punch power being dialed up exponentially by both of these boxers beyond the midpoint of this second round. So Tokhtassunov looking to go downstairs to the body, the shot straight low, no complaint from Osipov. He's looking to free his hands, both men engaging in rabbit punches. Again, the referee missed up. Udinov content to let them work it out on the inside, planting that back foot into the canvas and wielding that right hand like a meat cleaver is Yuri Osipov. Couldn't find the range with it. There he looks for a corkscrew right uppercut to the body. A left hook did get through on the inside, which grazed the chin of Tokhtassunov. So physical on the inside. Fewer than 30 seconds remaining in this second round. Oh, that's a nice right hand to the body. Left hook upstairs, landed by Osipov. Looking to counter with his own fusillade of punches is Tokhtassunov. Hard hitting action and losing his footing near the black corner is Tokhtassunov, slipping, I think, on top of the logo, while he had the marauding figure of Yuri Osipov wailing away with punches from both flanks. My goodness, this is a hard-hitting affair. The second round in the books. So some of the action from round number 2. Beautiful punch on the inside, turned underneath, but look at the response from Tokhtassunov after he was hit with that thunderous left hook from Osipov. So moving to the third round then. Tokhtassunov made his professional debut in December of 2022, but he's been competing extensively in the 3-round format of IBA boxing, enjoying multi-nation success. The prestigious Almaty tournament in Kaunas, Lithuania, just last month. Beautiful right hand landed by Tokhtassunov, catching Osipov as he was coming in. That punch timed to perfection and left Osipov swinging away at the gold corner turnbuckle, while Tokhtassunov had spun off the line to the space of center ring. Osipov bombing away with that backhand as the two men feinting with their front feet as they try to draw a lead that they can counter. What a left hook landed by Tokhtassunov, dipping the knees of Osipov, but his instinct was to regain his boxing stance and fire back. But a terrific portion of the round from Tokhtassunov. But Osipov demonstrating that as long as he remains on his feet, he is a danger, because he was shaken down to his boots by a terrific left hook, and his instinct was to fire back, and those shots were loaded with leverage. So Tokhtassunov will have to be mindful of perhaps not getting too greedy and going for a finish here, because if he chooses to engage in a firefight with as heavy-handed a puncher as Yuri Osipov, as he gets through with a right hand left hook countered immediately by Tokhtassunov's right hand. But that was a terrific portion of the round for the man who resides in Almaty. So good timing being demonstrated once again by Tokhtassunov to catch the advancing Osipov. And Osipov continuing to press. Oh, right uppercut turned underneath by Tokhtassunov, jolting the head back of Osipov. Oh, beautiful counter-punching to get the better of the exchange, but as I say that, Osipov making it first and third boxing. Single shot success from Osipov, countered by a combination from Tokhtassunov. Osipov then came back with a cluster of his own. Right hand success once again as Tokhtassunov spins off the line, but continuing to rumble his way forward is Osipov. And these two muscular 71kg light heavyweights making for a hard-hitting encounter here at the BALUAN SHOLAK Sports Palace in Almaty. Neither man heeding the command of break. What a hard-hitting round, my goodness. 3 rounds completed. If they continue at this type of intensity, I wouldn't be surprised if this one ended inside the distance. But both men showing stout punch resistance so far at the halfway stage. There was the left hook from Farukh Tokhtassunov, but look at the instinct and the fighting back ability demonstrated by Yuri Osipov. Shaken down to his boots, but he electing that the best form of defense is an aggressive offense.
Секундante за канаты. Четвертый раунд.
So into the second half of the contest we go then. Nice lancing, long left jab to the body from Tokhtassunov, the first scoring shot of this fourth round. So Tokhtassunov looking to play counter-puncher here. As I say that, he leads off with a two-shot salvo to the body. Left jab, right cross, both of which found the mark. Counter right hand over the top from Tokhtassunov once again. Beautiful double jab from Osipov. Countered by a left jab to the body from Tokhtassunov. In addition to that multi-nation success in Lithuania last month, Tokhtassunov also competed in Kazakhstan's national sports accord. And in addition to the national championships, that used as part of the selection criteria to determine progress through to the Olympic qualifiers. A hard right hand is driven in from Osipov. Came away with a bronze medal in that particular tournament, losing at the semi-final stage. So again, hasn't had much activity in the professional ranks. Solid right hand landed by Osipov once again, and look at that for a pile-driving jab from Osipov, snapping the head back of Tokhtassunov as the two men lock horns on the inside. So the heads coming dangerously close together. A minute remaining in this fourth round as Tokhtassunov looking to score behind the gloves of Osipov. Couldn't find a way through, and then it was countered by a left hook to the body. On the resumption, right hook of the Czech variety fired in by Tokhtassunov. As the two men continue to demonstrate the art of punching with a puncher, Tokhtassunov with success once again during that combination, and then penetrating the defenses with his snaking gloves. Here's a lead right hand which gets behind the left glove of Osipov. Big swing and a miss with that overhand right from Tokhtassunov. Marauding away with hooks once again, tried a right cross, but then he's countered. Look at that, 3 two-shot salvos in quick succession, each of them penetrating the high-held gloves of Osipov. Speared out by Tokhtassunov. Terrific round. So Tokhtassunov electing to remain on his feet. Before taking a stool, receiving instruction from his corner team. I've got this contest incredibly close with 6 minutes remaining. Tokhtassunov with some terrific success during the course of that fourth round. I've got it all square at 2 rounds apiece. Again, how will the 3 scoring judges at ringside have it at this juncture? Will the judges' scorecards be required? Because both of these broad-back, muscular punches have landed solidly on their opponent. So into the 5th round we go. It's brand new territory for Tokhtassunov because his professional debut back in December of 2022 saw him prevail on points over 4 rounds as Osipov pressing, looking to get that right hand in between the gloves. Beautiful work to body and then head from Tokhtassunov. Burst of shoe shine punches downstairs, ended with a shot to the head. Osipov looking to play counter puncher, Tokhtassunov looking to play counter puncher once again. As Osipov looking to feint his way into range, stamping over that front foot. Tokhtassunov looking for a sneaky left hook, right hand catches Osipov. And there's a cut, and I'm trying to see who the cut has been inflicted on. It looks as though it's to the hairline of Tokhtassunov. He's faced a crimson mask here now. After that coming together on the inside, and Tokhtassunov appears to be inconvenienced by that, and that's why the referee has called time. Osipov being sent to the neutral corner. Whereas Tokhtassunov being inspected by the ringside doctor. Well, I thought it was to the hairline, it could well be to the ear. The doctor is just above our commentary position here, and the injury is on the blind side, unsighted from my vantage point.
Уважаемые дамы и господа, эта пауза специально для того, чтобы дать поддержку боксерам.
So the doctor treating that injury. The referee has called time, so the clock currently paused, but the doctor happy for it to continue. So a significant blood injury sustained by Farukh Tokhtassunov. Tokhtassunov, perhaps the urgency in his work increasing now, because he wouldn't want this contest to be stopped on a cut. And look at him get busy on the inside, scoring effectively to the body. Osipov going in search of his man, but not able to find the range. Osipov success with that right hand, set up with a jab, and again, pile driving jab driven into the solar plexus of Tokhtassunov from Osipov. So Tokhtassunov looking to keep the injured right side of his face out of harm's way during this coming together. Given the physiques of both of these boxers, unsurprising. Oh, that's a beautiful left-right combination from Osipov. And I think the blood injury is actually around the ear of Tokhtassunov, which brings to mind that horrific injury suffered by Stephen Smith, Swifty of the fighting family Smith. Liam Beefy Smith and Callum Smith ascending to world championship status, all of them claiming British titles. He suffered a horrific injury to his ear during the course of one of his contests. This one not quite as extreme or severe, but being put in a headlock like that isn't going to help it in any way, shape or form, as Osipov applies a headlock once again. And again, just trying to see where the injury is. Oh, there's another single shot success from Tokhtassunov, catching Osipov with his chin up in the air. So now the corner will have to get to work on that cut. Appears to be high up in the hair of Tokhtassunov, but the blood dripping around the right ear. Nice defense with the glove. But that's where he emerged from, that coming together, Tokhtassunov, with that injury to the right side of his head. Corner, you can see them working on that assiduously now. Adrenaline solution, as well as jelly to plaster down the hair and hope any punches landed in that vicinity will aid them to slip off. Into the sixth and final round of a contest that has been very hard fought and very competitive indeed. Osipov with a solid left jab to begin the sixth and final round. Jab in response from Tokhtassunov. Left hook is a solid shot, but again, Osipov, no reaction whatsoever. Didn't blink, didn't lose his boxing stance. As Tokhtassunov lands with a sneaky right hand in the face of the pressuring Osipov. Right uppercut was turned underneath by Tokhtassunov, but partially deflected and blocked by the gloves and forearms of the man in black. Leaping left hook is a clever shot, but then Osipov responding immediately, but it was first and third boxing from Tokhtassunov. So the boxers exchanging jabs as the feinting continues just on the edge of range. Both boxers continuing to keep their shape nicely. Hard right hand slung into the body from Osipov. Sneaky right hand fired out over the top from Tokhtassunov. Solid left hand once again from Osipov. Physical on the inside once more as the heads bang together before Osipov looks to employ a headlock. Oh, that's a beautiful left hook slung into the body from Tokhtassunov. Looking for the left hook once again. Osipov continuing to press after Tokhtassunov had spun off the line. Tokhtassunov breathing through a mouth that is wide open now, caught by a forearm from Osipov. And this one becoming increasingly physical at close quarters. Final minute of the final round. Heads come together on the inside once again as they both launch big offensive attacks at the same time. So Osipov continuing to apply front foot pressure. Increasingly, Tokhtassunov finding his back near the ropes. The deeper we go into this sixth and final round, now it's at the space of center ring once more, but the accuracy has plummeted in the closing stages. There's a contusion appearing around the edge of the right eyebrow of Osipov. There's the 10-second clapper, and it's a grapple fest at center ring in the closing stages of this contest. Then they get their hands free. So right hand success from Osipov. Both men exchanging punches right up until the final bell, and that is a hard-fought affair indeed. My goodness. 71-kilogram light middleweight action of the most ferocious variety. Both men enjoying success. For what it's worth, I happen to think that the man in the other corner, Farukh Tokhtassunov, this man has done enough to be declared the victor on points. But again, what say the 5 scoring judges sat ringside? Because Yuri Osipov was in that contest every second of the way. I just felt that through the second half of it, Tokhtassunov was able to establish a little bit of a gap between himself and his opponent in terms of at least edging the rounds. That's just my perspective. What say the 5 scoring judges? As both boxers have their gloves removed and make their way to center ring. Fantastic contest. The MC can tell you he's just gathering the scores from tonight's IBA Champions Night technical delegate, Mr. Wayne Rose of Australia. The fact that they have taken this amount of time to tally suggests that the scorecard could well be split. But again, I have to think it's Farukh Tokhtassunov, the man wearing the white trunks trimmed with gold, who has done enough to be declared the victor on points here. Here's the verdict.
Услышим официальный вердикт судейской бригады. Я прошу вас аплодисментами поблагодарить парней за этот потрясающий поединок. Это был красивый бокс. Они дрались самоотверженно, и каждый из них заслуживает победу в этом противостоянии. Давайте перейдем к результату. Итак, пройдя всю дистанцию, после 6 раундов бокса, единогласным решением судейской бригады по очкам, в этом поединке одержал победу Farukh Tokhtassunov.
So there is confirmation of a points victory for Farukh Tokhtassunov. He prevailing in what was a really hard-fought, competitive affair against Yuri Osipov of Russia. The two styles gelling to make a crowd-pleasing affair, but it was anything but a swing-up. Both men showing skills and wonderful front foot pressure boxing from Osipov. Spinning off the line and counter-punching effectively in pockets was Farukh Tokhtassunov, but from opening bell to last, it was two-way action of the highest order. But as I posited before the scorecards were announced, I thought Tokhtassunov did enough to prevail on points in that contest, and the judges sharing that perspective. So it's Farukh Tokhtassunov who has prevailed on points. Yuri Osipov had his chin checked by some solid punches from both flanks from Tokhtassunov, but the man continued to press. Even when he was shaken down to his boots by that left hook, his instinct was to stand firm and fire back. And that type of instinct and ability produced for a wonderfully entertaining and competitive affair.